Excuse me? So now you've made it personal, so now I have to do a video about this. The only thing that you have proven is that you are arguing purely based from emotion and nothing else. For example, I can't be a Putin shill because I am a liberal. That's an ultimate contradiction. And I know what you're going to say next. What about Vlad in a corner? That's an easy one. You would know the answer if you watched the video pinned in my profile, as I've said multiple times. It's a wholesome thing between me and my mother, and no amount of angry people on the internet is going to make me take that picture down. In fact, I'll probably hold on to it long after she's gone. That's how much it means to me. As for an ultra-nationalist, if we're going for the simple definition of nationalism, which is the belief in the nation state, that it should govern itself free from outside interference, in other words, self-determination, that a nation is a natural and ideal basis for a polity, and that the nation is the only rightful source of political power. I do believe in the existence of the nation state. I do believe in the right to self-determination. The people living in that nation state should be the only people that can decide who controls it. I am a natural supporter of democratic nation states. As for ultra-nationalist, where I think my nation is superior to others? No, disavow. I am actually very much a pacifist. Now let's hit some of your criticism. I made the points that the UK should not be getting involved in the Ukraine war, because 1, it's not our fight, and 2, the UK has a lot of problems. You countered this by making the Germany-Poland comparison. This is a completely different scenario. Britain and France had openly stated that if Germany went for Poland, that was a red line. In 1939, before the invasion happened, the British established the Anglo-Polish Agreement, which meant that if the Germans invaded, we would aid them. No such formal declaration or agreement existed with Ukraine. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I have looked around, but I could not find anything that suggests that there was a military agreement at any point written down to suggest that we are allies. There was a lot of talking in place. The closest I could find was the Minsk Protocol, which was created in 2015, which interestingly enough did not include the United Kingdom, but it did include Germany and France, ironically. And it was for establishing dialogue with the southern Ukrainian areas of Luhansk and Donetsk, the places which are now calling themselves independent, which I, as a Putin shill, do not support, because there was no democratic mandate for it. As for you imagining visiting Odessa in 2016, not at all. You visit a lot of places when you're in the military. That doesn't automatically mean that you're an ally. There was a lot of talking in play about Ukraine joining NATO, but it never actually happened. You then said Australia isn't NATO, but we are close allies. Well, yes, it may have escaped your notice, but Australia still has the Queen as the head of state. Australia is part of the Commonwealth, and Australia used to be a British colony. Again, a very different situation. My original point was that I'm against the war entirely. I'm against all war. It does irritate me that the West has decided to jump all the way into this war and provide support. Where was the support in Georgia when Russia did the same thing? Where's the support in Yemen? My highest viewed videos are the ones where I'm mocking Russia's threats.